Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, Darth Devious, bringing you another video review. This time, something I picked up on Free Comic Book Day at the comic book shop in Wilmington, Delaware. Because, you know, I always got to promote them. They are my local comic shop, and kind of friends with the owners. So, you know, there you go. They're good guys. They're good people there. They treat you right. And they had 25% off pretty much everything in the store. So I picked up the War Machine. And it says it's from Iron Man 3, but this is actually the War Machine from Iron Man 2. Because Iron Man 3, they had the horrible Iron Patriot repaint. But anyway, this is really cool. You know, you see, comes with two heads. Got the Iron Man head, or the War Machine head, and it's got Rhodey's head. And it's got its shoulder cannon there. And I also picked up, while I was there, these are my free comics I picked up. I picked up Future's End Zero, The Tick, and Transformers vs. G.I. Joe. So, these are cool. You know, I was able to get 3 comics. I took 2 of my kids with me, and they were in costumes, so they each got 6 comics. So I was able to read most of the good stuff that came out on Free Comic Book Day. Anyway. You see on the side here, picture of War Machine on the back. There's a slight write-up if you want to read it. It's more about, you know, the articulation and stuff like that as you go farther down. Just tells how War Machine was made in the movies. And is also available, the Iron Man Mark 42, which I'm not really a fan of the Mark 42 armor. What I'm looking for is one of these Marvel Select figures of Iron Man Mark 7. I would go with Mark 6. It's got the Mark 6 has the triangular chest plate, but I like how Mark 7 had the circle. But I know Mark 7, I don't even know if they even made a Mark 7. But that's one thing I'm looking for. And a sad baby. There's a sad baby right there. Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to get him out of package. And this review probably won't go up for a while. I'm going to tell you guys how my reviews work real quick. I know I'm going to seem like I'm rambling, but I record things pretty much in batches. I don't have a lot of free time, you know. I have a full-time job. I work a lot of overtime sometimes. And then I have to come home, and I'm a full-time father when I get home. So I've got 4 kids in the house. They need my attention. You know, I got to make sure they eat, make sure they shower, all that good stuff. And so I'll get like a bunch of figures, and I'll record like 5-6 reviews all in one sitting when I get a chance. And I'll end up editing a whole bunch. At one point in time, I had like 25 reviews sitting on my laptop ready to be edited. And I went through one night, I had some free time, and I edited like 9 of them. And because I put up 2 a week, that's a couple weeks worth of videos, and that gives me a chance. This is how it works. So I may have picked this up on Free Comic Book Day. You guys might not be seeing this review till sometime in June or July, just because that's the backlog I have of reviews. Some things do get bumped up as, you know, special stuff comes in. Like, I just got Swerve and Cosmos, the new Legends ones. They're probably going to get a slight bump up because they're harder to get figures. Something like this, I tend to, you know, only do one non-Transformers review every week and a half or so. I don't want to flood it with a lot of non-Transformers stuff because I know most of the people here are for Transformers. I do collect other things. This channel from the get-go was set up for other things. It's not just a Transformers channel. And granted, most of what I have is Transformers. So there you go. Little insight in how this works at Darth Devious Reviews. So yeah, I may be recording this like 2 days after Free Comic Book Day, but it's probably going to be a while before you guys actually see it. So there you go. Alright, and here we have War Machine out of the package. And I built his stand, which is pretty nice if you look at it, you know. It's not molded in foot spots, and it's just like all the other Iron Man stands that come with these Marvel Select figures from the movies. Alright, I'll put him here for a second. Let's take a closer look at the Don Cheadle head, which I took off. That's not a bad representation of the actor. Not at all. If you think about it, it's actually pretty kind of cool. A little dusty, yeah. And like I said, I'm actually filming this like about a week and a half after getting him out of the package. Maybe even 2 weeks. I lost track of time. Anyway. Take that out. Take a look at War Machine in all his War Machine glory. You can see up there the actual War Machine head. And it's got nice painted red. It's got some red painted underneath the eyes, and the eyes are white. And like it's got some red around the arc reactor and the chest, but the arc reactor's white. And then you see here you got the gun on his back, and it can pivot up and down. It can go back and forth. You know, you can store it back here if you wanted to. I like having it forward. He's got some nice details. Some markings on him. 002, which is, because this was the Iron Man Mark II suit originally, and Rhodey took it and got it modified by Hammer Industries. So yeah. You see here he's got a repulsor on his hand. It's got one in the fist hand as well. He didn't come with any extra hands, which is sad, but these'll do. He's just going to be on display anyway. You see the armor looks nice from all sides. Nice gray, silver paint on everything. Alright, articulation-wise, the head is on a slight ball joint, and it can easily come off. Shoulders, we'll do a 360 because these parts move out of the way. They also have a swivel in the bicep, and it has a decent elbow. It's ratcheted. Alright, and then you got, swivel in the wrist, and the wrist also can pivot back and forth. Has an ab crunch, waist joint type dealy. No waist here, but do you really need it when you have this? This actually makes more sense for an Iron Man suit. Legs will kick out somewhat. They'll come forward. They'll go back some. They'll rotate there, the thigh. Has a double knee, as you can see there. Alright. And then you got all sorts of movement in the ankle, up, down, back and forth. Not too much tilt, but it is what it is. And this is a pretty cool toy. Now, I wanted a decent Iron Man figure from the movies. I have yet to find one because they go for a lot of money. But I got War Machine is a good fill-in for now. And I got him pretty cheap. And I've always been a fan of the actual War Machine itself, So I like the Iron Man comics and stuff like that. But, so there you go. Anyway, I'm going to put him back on his stand. And, quick size comparison if we must. Show you, because he's about, I'd say about 8 inches tall, somewhere around there. He doesn't want to stand. He's drunk. We'll bring in, here's Soundwave Voorhees. You see, Soundwave Voorhees is much larger than... Uh-oh, he's got that look in his eye. Now I know why James Rhodes' head is not. That's why it's not standing up. There's nobody in it. He killed Rhodey. Look, he killed Rhodey. He ripped his head off. All right, it's enough of that. All right, guys, you all be good. I'm gonna get the drunken War Machine onto his stand in the right way and put him in display somewhere. All right. Later.